I get so caught up in the middle, thinking of drowning in those blue eyes. I'm losing sight 'cause I am falling. I'm so deep down, and it's not a love.
Wanna move my feet, wanna drink my wine. Wanna move my feet, wanna drink my wine. Wanna move my feet, wanna drink my wine. Wanna move my feet.
Yeah, indeed, I want to move my feet. It's such a long day for me. Never mind, I got to do this, yeah. But really, it's worth the time, part of self-development to say anyway. Welcome to Life Well Lived. It's your open, frank, cheek, Omobola Steven doing my thing once again. How is it going? Remember to say hey, aye? So, how do you spend your time? You want to share with me? Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, let's do it this way. Let me do the sharing while you do the listening. Great idea, isn't it? Cool. So, my question to you is, are you wasting time on pebbles and sand? Do you spend 2 or 3 hours per evening scrolling through all your social media channel feeds? Or you sit glued to the television for 3 hours? Think about it. What else could you spend that time on? If reading a book is important to you, then turn the television off for just 1 evening per week and spend the time reading a book. Ultimately, prioritizing the use of your time saves you both time and energy. Absolutely.
All right. Yes.
Cool. Television and the internet can be a huge time wasters. It is easy to get sucked into the latest dramas, events, diaries of people, and so on. But if you're serious about focusing on your priorities and managing your time very well, whatever they might be, looking for ways to increase your income, learning new skills, attending conferences that will enhance the skill set, or perhaps being better organized, you will need to log out of your social media or turn off the television. So if you do not give some thought to your priorities for yourself and for your life, you will fritter away the time and resources that are available to you right now. Once you're able to understand and embrace the relationship between balance and priorities, then you are able or you're ready to place your priorities at the center of your existence and your life in a balanced orbit about these priorities. Now, I have observed that stress is not a bad thing, neither is it a good thing. It is value neutral. Having no stress in our lives, no changes, no challenges, no novelty, no responsibility is literally fatal. That is it. Having only minimal stress is boring also, while experiencing extreme stress can lead to illness and disability. So, what you are looking for is the right amount, the perfect balance. According to a recent Pew survey, time is the highest priority identified by people today. 68% of those surveyed said that having enough free time to do things they wanted was a very important priority in their lives. In contrast, only 12% said that being wealthy was a very important priority. So, what's your priority? If you'd gone beyond the threshold of your stress limit and depleted the margin in your life, then you will easily feel overloaded. Fatigue begins to build as you continue and it leads to exhaustion, and you don't want it at all. Clearly, this cannot be sustained without associated dysfunction. So, to recover balance in life, you will first need to regain a sense of control. That is it, a sense of control. Priorities can be the gyroscope that keeps returning you from chaos to balance in a world that constantly attempts to abuse your value propositions. Ask yourself these: do I have enough flexibility to adapt but not enough firmness to keep the boundaries from crumbling? The goal really is to keep reaching for new discovery and achievement while keeping perspective on the important things of life. Remember, important things of life. So, Let's consider the words of Steve Jobs, American business magnate. He said when he was at the Stanford University 2011 commencement ceremony, hear what he has to say. Remembering that I'll be dead soon is the most important thing I've ever encountered to help me make the big choices in life, because almost everything, all external expectations, pride, fear of embarrassment or failure, these things just fall away in the face of death, leaving only what is truly important. Remembering that you're going to die is the best way I know to avoid the trap of thinking you have something to lose. You are already naked. Wow, that's so deep. So, an imbalanced life implies stress, disquietness and agitation, while a balanced life seeks serenity, calmness and moderation. So, speed belongs to the former while depth belongs to the latter. Let's look again at the words of Lebanese American poet Khalil Gibran. He said this, and I love it. Our anxiety does not come from thinking about the future, but from wanting to control it. Oops. So, when we do not set priorities so that we can spend our time well, we tend to follow the path of least resistance. That is, speaking and starting to the things we need to do and work on the easiest ones, leaving the more difficult and less fun tasks for a later date. Why do we have to do that? That in many cases never comes, or what comes just before the action needs to be finished, throwing us into a whirlwind of activity, stress and regret, and you and I don't want that at all. So, do not get frustrated if you need some time to figure out what your priorities are so you can get them or set them straight. Be kind to yourself. That's my word for you today. And remember that it is completely normal, completely normal for your priorities to change over time. You need to get that. Eventually, with a little bit of patience, you can figure out what is most important and take charge of your life. That is, take charge of your life and rule your time. Let me round up this show with the words of author Paul G. Meyer. He says, productivity is never an accident. It is always the result of a commitment to excellence, intelligent planning and focused effort. Beautiful. It is Life Well Lived once again by Omobola Stephen. From me to you, have a pleasant day out. And you know what? You can catch a missed episode on my blog site, youmattertolife.com, or on my Facebook page, Blue Buttons Communications Network. Stay safe always. It's bye for now. Peace to you all.
You told me more than once to show you my intention. My brain gets blocked at times, but now somehow I'll give you my attention. You've got to know that I ain't a person who understands all the clockwork of a romance. You make me feel so alive, always there in my mind. But I just don't know if I'll dance with the lights on, if you're gonna be moving on solo. Wait a second, cause they're playing the best song. I'll be there if you reach out to me.